Welcome to the third video of Azure 900 Microsoft Azure Fundamental series. My name is Amit Kumar and I am Microsoft Certified Azure Solution Architect. In this short video, I am going to discuss cloud concepts like economies of scale, capital expenditure, CapEx versus operational expenditure, OpEx, consumption-based model, and serverless computing. The concept of economies of scale is the ability to do things more cheaply and more efficiently when operating at a larger scale. It's the capability of cloud providers like Microsoft, AWS, and Google to acquire hardware at a lower cost. They can also make deals with local government and utility companies to get tax saving, lower pricing on power, cooling, and high-speed network connectivity between different sites. So these cloud providers are able to leverage the benefit of economies of scale and then pass those benefits on to their customers. Capital expenditure is the spending of money on physical infrastructure upfront and then deducting that expense from your tax bill over time. CapEx is an upfront cost which has a value that reduces over time. So basically, capital expenditure CapEx are a company's major long-term expenses. On the other hand, operational expenditures are like company's day-to-day expenses. You can deduct these expenses from your tax bill in the same year. There is no upfront cost. You pay for a service or product as you use it. So basically, a typical on-premise IT infrastructure generally requires significant capex, including hardware, equipment, and maintenance. The upfront costs are predictable, but the lifetime of capex items and total maintenance costs are uncertain. On the other hand, a cloud environment on a platform like Microsoft Azure operates on an OpEx model where a company only pays for what it needs at the specific point in time on a monthly basis. So in case of OpEx, risks are lower and no equipment maintenance is required. The common pricing options for Azure services are consumption-based price. In this, you are charged for only what you use. This model is also known as the pay-as-you-go rate. Second is fixed price. In this, you provision resources and are charged for those instances whether or not they are used. So in consumption-based billing models, it's predicted upon a basic concept. Pay for what you use. This allows organizations to ease their way into a technology without making a significant upfront investment. For organizations just starting their integration path or serverless journey, this creates many opportunities over traditional approaches of paying large upfront license fee. So consumption based approaches allow me paying incrementally based upon consumption. So for example, Azure Logic Apps uses a graduated tier, meaning your cost per unit goes down with increased consumption. As per Wikipedia definition, serverless computing is a cloud computing execution model in which the cloud provider allocates machine resources on demand, taking care of the servers on behalf of their customers. Serverless computing does not hold resources in volatile memory. Computing is rather done in short bursts with the result persisted to storage. When an app is not in use, there are no computing resources allocated to the app. Pricing is based on the actual amount of resources consumed by an application. So basically, serverless computing enables users to build their application faster by removing the need for them to handle the infrastructure. When you use this technology, you can take your mind off the things that are related to infra. It's beneficial for managing real life apps too. So in Azure Kubernetes and Azure Function are example of serverless computing services. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave your feedback in the comments. In the next video of Azure 900 Azure Fundamental series, we will discuss core Azure architectural components like regions and region pairs, availability zones, Azure resources, Azure Resource Manager, resource groups, subscriptions, and management groups.